Hi everyone, welcome to Michael's Vegan Kitchen. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Before we get into this too much further, I just want to remind you all to hit the subscribe button if you want to keep seeing these videos. If you hit the subscribe, then you will get my new ones when they come out. And also if you'll hit the notification button, there'll be a bell that tells you when all the new ones are uploaded. So, and also hit the like button if you find this interesting and you like the content. Okay, so get the business out of the way now. What we're going to make today is stuffed bell peppers. This is going to be with wild rice is what I've used to put in these. I'm going to change the recipe up just a little bit. I'm going to add mushrooms to it. They don't call for mushrooms, but I like them. It kind of gives them a meaty kind of texture to it. So anyways, what you need is a couple of bell peppers. I've got red and yellow for the ones that I'm using today. I've already cleaned them up, cleaned them out, took all the seeds and what have you. And what you do with these is you put them in a glass pan, preheat the oven to 400 degrees, and you put about a quarter cup of water in the bottom. This is to keep it from sticking and scalding the bottoms. It says only 20 minutes, but mine seemed to go longer. I wanted a little bit more doneness. They've got a little bit of a caramelization going on here on the corner, so that'll help a little bit. Unlike normal, or not normal, but other bell pepper recipes I've seen, or stuffed peppers, these you don't cook these in the oven completely. You just do the peppers. And we're going to do the rice mixture here, and once it's done, we'll add this to this. And another thing it doesn't call for is putting cheese on the top. I have some plant-based cheese that I'm going to put a little bit on there, and I'll put it back in the oven, and I'll just brown the cheese off a little bit, and then we should be all finished with this. So without any further ado, let's get into doing this. What I'm going to do is get the rice cooking here. I've got everything already in my little containers here. I'll just go over what we're going to have in this. 2 large bell peppers, a half cup of rice. I've got a blended rice here. It's called a wild rice, and there's some other couple things. I'll go over some of the ingredients in that a little bit later when I go over toward the end of the show. I'll tell you more about the nutrients, like I always do, why this is good for us, and what we're having here. I've got a 3/4 cup of chopped onions, 2 cloves of garlic minced, 1.5 cups of veggie broth. Got it all done here, ready to go. A half teaspoon of curry powder. Curry. Here's the curry. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Got your cinnamon. 1/2 teaspoon of sage. Got your sage here. And 2 whole cloves. That doesn't seem like much, but I guess they're pretty potent, so we'll see what that does. Again, I've not made this recipe. It looks really good. Most everything I try that I find recipes for turns out pretty well, most of the time. So let's see, salt and pepper to your taste, and then freshly chopped parsley. Again, parsley from my garden. I got some cauliflower ready. I got tomatoes out there. Planting some mint and some different things. So having fun with my garden. It's growing good. I'm actually getting ready to pull a bunch of my my lettuce up. I'm going to put garlic. I'm going to plant my own fresh garlic since I use so much of it. So, okay, I'm going to get the camera switched over, and we're going to begin cooking on the rice here. Okay, here we go. Got 3 tablespoons of veggie broth in here. It's already boiling over a medium. It says medium saucepan. All I had was this large one, so we'll go with this. Over medium-high heat, add the diced onions. Not using any oils in this. That's really good. The fewer oils we use, the better it is for our bodies to absorb the nutrients. You've heard me say that before. Stirring occasionally. So we get this in here, and then we add garlic, diced onions, garlic. Where's my garlic? Get my garlic in there. And stir this around a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my mushrooms in here. Again, it didn't call for these on the recipe, but I like them, and it'll add lots of extra texture. I think it'll turn out really good. Okay, it says to do these for about 3 or 4 minutes. So I'll work on these. Oops, stuff's flying out. Work on these for a little bit. Get these all cooked down and ready to go. Then once we get these all browned up, cooked down a little bit, then we're going to add the rice, the curry powder, the cinnamon, sage, cloves, and the rest, salt and pepper, and stir for about a minute. Then we'll add the rest of the veggie broth and bring it to a simmer. And cook it for a little bit, and we'll pretty much be done. It's an easy recipe. Again, another easy recipe. When you're just starting out cooking this way, I know it can be confusing sometimes, but it doesn't have to be. There's so many good things to eat, and the more veggie based you can keep it, the better off it is for us. Now it says we can add a little bit more of the broth if we need. I'm gonna go ahead and put another one in there, a couple of them actually. It'll absorb into the onions and garlic and stuff. All the flavors will be mixed in there. That's better. Okay, these have been sauteing now for about 3 to 4 minutes. It says now the next thing we're going to add the rice, curry powder, rice, curry powder, cinnamon, sage, cloves. Oops, they jumped out of the container. There they are. Okay, cloves, and the rest of the liquid. So the rest of the vegetable broth goes in now. Okay, just get this all stirred around, get everything all. Okay, what we want to do now is bring this to a simmer, cover and stir occasionally until the rice is tender and most of the liquid is absorbed, say in approximately 30 to 45 minutes. Plain wild rice will take 45 minutes, where a blend is likely to take less time. So I'll keep an eye on this and get this going, get this cooked down, then I'll come back and we'll finish this up. All right, the rice stuffing is finished. I went ahead and cooked mine the full 45 minutes, and then I turned it down to low and I let it simmer a little bit longer just to dry it out. Didn't want it real wet. My rice actually turned out a little bit, it came out real dark compared to the picture you'll see on the recipe. I'm guessing that's probably the blend of rice that I used. Also, I put in the mushrooms in there. That's also, I guess, what done that. So, okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to stuff each one of these. Fill them up. I can do this without burning my hands. Probably I'm going to slay it back in the dish to do this. So, these all stuffed up. And I'm going to just take a couple of these. I'm only going to put cheese on a couple of these. I'm going to try it like the recipe said. And then also I'm going to try this another time. I'm going to take the no mushrooms in it and see how that does. And this is also going to depend on the rice blend that you use, what kind of, the fluffiness and what have you. Yeah, put all this in here. Okay. All right, I'm just going to put some this out of your way. Here they are. I'm just going to put a couple of these, put a little bit of cheese on one of the red ones, and a little bit on one of the yellow ones. Leave the other two just like they are. Okay. And let me put these in the oven and just broil and just brown the top of them. All right, all finished. I just took it out of the broiler. The cheese is finished, and I've put some of my parsley on there, and there's the finished product. If y'all have been using vegan cheeses for very long, you know that they usually don't melt very well. This one melted just a little bit. That's just the way they usually are. There's a few that maybe will melt better. This is so delicious. We get these at Walmart, and I found it to be one of the best tasting, and it tastes as close to real cheese as I found. So let's get into this. Let me carve up a little piece of this and see how it tastes. It smells really wonderful. Cinnamon and all the cloves and all the smells. I don't know if that's Moroccan. I don't know what kind of food that would be, but I can't wait to taste it. It smells great. All righty. There we go. Get a bite of this and get me a little bit of that parsley with it. We'll see what it's like. All those flavors, all the different flavors are just bursting through. You taste the pepper and the mushrooms, and especially the cinnamon and all the, I know those other spices. I think you're gonna like this one. I wish my rice hadn't turned out so dirty looking. I think another reason that was why is because the mushrooms are in there. Okay, so let me go over the reasons, all the benefits of this. The rice that I use is a blend of traditional long grain brown rice. It had red rice in it, aromatic purple rice. There's 4 grams of protein per serving. Iron, there's 1.08 milligrams. Potassium, 47 milligrams. And then we'll go to the bell peppers. Bell peppers have vitamin C, B6, K1, potassium, folate, E, vitamin A. The mushrooms are a low-calorie source of fiber, protein, and antioxidants. So these help with your immune system. They may also help lower the risk of Alzheimer's, heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. So it's really, overall, it's good for a lot of different things, like a lot of these things that we prepare and eat are. So thank you so much for watching today. Again, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe, hit the notification button. That way when I upload new videos, you'll be able to, you'll be one of the first to know, and you can watch them, and also hit the like button. So thanks again. As always, everyone, please enjoy your life.